Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of my plastic surgery journey in Seoul, South Korea. And I know many of you have been waiting since part 1 for the big reveal, but the wait is finally over. In this video, I'm going to be going over my experience of the entire healing process and go in a little more depth about the surgeries I received. So without further ado, here is the big reveal. And there I am in all my glory. I actually just got out of a 7 or 8 hour surgery, so I actually feel a lot better than I look. I woke up in the patient ward and I was in absolutely no pain. I was just a little uncomfortable because you cannot drink water for about 3 hours after surgery, so my tongue felt like the Sahara Desert and my lips were chapped, so that was probably the most uncomfortable part, is just how thirsty you are. As you can see, I got some water and some pumpkin soup, so I was feeling pretty great, also because of the painkillers. Good morning. It is 2 days after surgery. It's like 6 a.m. here. Just going through my whole routine. Icing everything. I'm really happy because I barely bruised, like a little right there, but just really swollen. So doing well, super sore in the chest area. And then since I got my implants through my armpit, it's a little sore there, but nothing too bad. Honestly, if like I didn't get the breast implants, I'd be like running around. It's keeping me pretty calm. The only hard part is like, even though he took out the content in my nose and I can breathe, it's still clogged with like, I don't know, mucus and blood, because sometimes it just like leaks. But yeah, day 2. Hopefully it gets better. I'm trying not to go outside because of the coronavirus, so pretty much quarantined in here. So since I was self-quarantined for obvious reasons, I ordered a lot of delivery and I drank a lot of soy milk because you can't really open your mouth that wide due to your nose, and to be honest, I didn't want to lay down too much because it was kind of hard to get up. It's not really painful, but it's just very sore on your breast area, so I tried to avoid that. And definitely do not look at yourself in the mirror as much as I did, because that's just not healthy. The most uncomfortable thing, there's no pain really, it's just the chest area. The compression bra and the bandages are so tight that they're just so tight. Other than that, no real pain in the nose or eyes. It's just like you feel really congested because all the mucus and the blood is still there. You're just pretty swollen. Other than that, it's fine, but the compression bra is the worst. You kind of have backaches from sleeping, and yeah, other than that, the fear of actually getting out of bed is scarier than getting out of bed. You're like, oh, this is gonna hurt so bad, but it actually doesn't, so that's about it. So the bruising actually got a lot worse. I don't know if you can tell, got a lot worse around my eyes, especially right there. It's very discolored. Ugh. Bruising does get worse after the 2nd or 3rd day. That I can confirm. So now we're on day 4, and there's not a big difference between day 3 and 4. Every day your breasts get a little easier to manage. It's not as sore, but you could still definitely feel it. As you can tell by the bruising on my face, it's starting to turn very yellow, but that means it's healing, and I absolutely swear by the supplement Seoul Cosmetic Surgery recommended me, because everyone said that I was healing about 2 days faster than everyone else. So I drink pumpkin juice around 2 or 3 times a day because it helps with swelling. Next up, I have my nose ointment that I apply 2 times a day to keep my stitches very clean. This is the pill that I took once a day for 30 days to prevent capsular contracture with my breast augmentation. They said this one was actually the most important. So these are the supplements Seoul Cosmetic Surgery actually recommended me to bring from the States: Arnica Bromelain and Arnica Gel Cream to help with the bruising and swelling. I highly recommend that you bring these along with you if you do plan on getting plastic surgery, because I didn't bruise too badly at all, and I actually bruised like a peach. One thing that I really appreciate about Seoul Cosmetic Surgery is that they took care of all my transportation, appointments, and they even took me grocery shopping. During Corona, I didn't want to go outside too much or eat at restaurants, so they took me grocery shopping so I didn't have to leave my apartment. Due to Corona, I couldn't really leave my apartment, so there was nothing I could really do, mostly because of my breast augmentation. I couldn't even lift my arms past my shoulders, and you definitely cannot lift up anything heavy. So I just kind of paced around my room and drank a lot of soy milk. The 1 week mark is finally come, and Dean and Mona from Seoul Cosmetic Surgery picked me up from my apartment and brought me to the clinic, where I will finally be getting the cast off my nose. Dr. Lee from View always makes sure my nose air passageways are clean and clear and my nose is healing properly. This also feels really great because it's a sense of relief when you can actually breathe. And there she is. It's so crazy actually having a tall nose tip and bridge on my face because this is something I actually wished for gosh, over a decade. When it came time to my follow-up appointment, Seoul Cosmetic Surgery always makes sure that I have someone to come with me to my appointments. And when you arrive to the clinic, you always have to use hand sanitizer, be wearing a mask, and they check your temperature before you even go up to see the doctors. I actually have stitches behind both of my ears because my nose tip was built from the cartilage formed from behind my ears, and I get the stitches off in about 2 weeks, and I can assure you that the fear of getting stitches removed behind your ears is actually much scarier than it is. At your routine appointments, you also get shots just to prevent any complications you have with the foreign substances in your body, aka my Gore-Tex implant in my nose and my breast implants as well. View also arranged infrared light therapy, which is very useful in helping to reduce bruising and swelling after cosmetic surgery, particularly when it is used the first few days after surgery. It can speed up the healing process and help restore the tissues that have been traumatized from surgery, and it stimulates blood circulation and it has a really soothing effect. So I really want to go more in depth about Motiva. So Motiva breast implants are medical grade silicone implants that have the potential to adapt to your needs while maintaining their shape over time. This means they're a really good option if you live a very athletic or active lifestyle. They come with an electronic chip to help your future medical team to track the type, size, and brand of implant. You literally get an authentication card, just like when you get a designer bag. I thought that was really cool. So Motiva is an ergonomics implant which is designed to follow a woman's movement. This is actually the main reason why I went with Motiva, because it holds a round shape when you're lying down and it forms a natural looking teardrop shape when you stand. As a result, the ergonomics is able to mimic how real breast tissue looks, feels, and moves. For my implants, I got 285cc demi implants, and the dual in dual plane actually refers to the fact that the surgeon dissects or cuts a pocket out for the breast implant under the muscle, but also dissects off a portion of the breast tissue that's connected to the muscle. The purpose of this is to detach part of the muscle from the overlying breast tissue so that the breast implant and the muscles can relax into a really natural shape. This method should only be performed with a very experienced surgeon because it is a difficult surgery. Dr. Chung at View did such an amazing job. I really wanted my breasts to have a great shape plus feel as natural as possible. I felt that Motiva was the only one to help me achieve all those things. It's about 3 months in for my healing period, and my breasts are dropping and the swelling is subsiding day by day. They're a little bit high on my chest right now, but I think within 6 months they'll be fully healed, so I'm really looking forward to that time. And yes, I'm able to run and even do push-ups without there being any soreness or pain. As for my scars, they are shrinking, but they are dark and noticeable right now. I do put on Mederma scar cream every day to help with the healing process. Eventually, the scars will look like regular armpit folds. I wish I could show you guys how my breasts look, but you just have to take my word for it. So this is 9 days post-op, and as you could tell, my nose is still very, very swollen. The area that concerned me the most is the space between my eyes. The nose bridge was extremely high there, so it really worried me, but as time went on, it just dramatically went down. I think he said about 2 millimeters. After you get your nose done, you cannot wear your glasses on your nose, so I made this little contraption out of bobby pins. But if you're getting your nose done, definitely get this headband from Amazon. I actually got it when I got home, but definitely get this before you go because your glasses just rest on that little hook and it does not have to touch your nose and dent it. It is about the 2-week mark and all my surgeons came to check up on me and make sure everything was good to go before I left back to the States.
Oh my god, ew! Look what I used to look like! I think I could take you out.
I'm first of all very happy for you.
Did I lose weight? No, I gained weight.
No.
I think that's sorry.
And yes, that is indeed a shot that had to go on the tip of my nose to help with swelling before I went because it does take a year for the tip to go down. Oh god. So now that wraps up my plastic surgery experience in Korea. I am so happy that I chose to go to View. The staff and the surgeons were absolutely incredible. The surgeons literally jumped from surgery to checkups just to make sure that every patient is seen by them. They definitely put me at ease during the entire process. Lastly, thank you so much to Seoul Cosmetic Surgery for just being my rock mentally, physically, emotionally while I was out there because I was out there alone. So thank you so much because without them, this trip definitely wouldn't be as pleasant as it was. If you're thinking of coming to Korea, definitely hit up Dean and Mona. They completely went out of their way for me and I still talk to them till this day. They are the most kind-hearted human beings and will do anything for you to have the most amazing time in Korea. If you have any questions about plastic surgery or you just want to visit the country, definitely contact them. I will leave all their information in the description below.
What's up? What day is it today? It's the 24th. So it's almost a month since I've gone under the knife. God, my lips are chapped. Apologies. And I look like an Ajam. I'm not sure what day it is because when I came back to LA, I immediately went into quarantine and now they have this whole social distancing thing because of coronavirus. So I really don't know what day it is, but I know it's a month. So this is 1 month post-op. This is the nose. I think it's 80% swollen, everyone told me still. So it's gone down a lot since you've seen the second week when the cast came off. This is it. Eyes are pretty, they look almost healed, but I am wearing a lot of makeup today. Yeah, there's no pain, it's just a lot of swelling. The swelling will go down here and then move down the nose. This will take about a year to heal. She's cute from the side. Still waiting for this situation to fix itself.
So this is the 3-month mark. I just can't believe that this is the same nose. As you can see, the swelling on my bridge has gone down significantly. It is a lot skinnier on the sides. I'm just waiting for the swelling to go down on my tip for it to get a little more pointier, but everything else is just melting really nice into my face and I am so satisfied. Guys, for sure, just be patient. Alright, that wraps up the second video of the healing process. I'm going to be doing a Q&A for the third video, so if you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments and I will answer them later. Thanks so much for watching up to this point. I hope this video answered some of your questions. If not, you can DM me on Instagram if you don't want to comment below. But until then, I will talk to you guys soon.